It's 1 minute till showtime.
Good evening, folks, and a hearty welcome to our drive-in theater. We have a wonderful evening's entertainment lined up for you, one that will provide several hours of pleasurable relaxation and diversion for you and your family. Did you fail to dress up for tonight's show? No tie, an old shirt and slacks, a house dress? Well, don't give it a thought. We're glad you came as you are. We just want you to enjoy yourselves. Don't forget to visit our refreshment center during the intermission or any time. You love the tasty array of snacks we have to offer. So will the youngsters. Everything is quality and so good. We hope you'll make this a weekly visit. Bring the family. Bring your friends. There are always wonderful new pictures to see, delightful snacks to nibble, a gay, pleasant evening for all. Oh, a word of caution. Don't drive over 10 miles an hour in the theater area for your safety's sake. And Mom or Pop, go with the kids when they leave the car. We hope you have a wonderful time. And now, on with the show.
Well, hello, everybody. What? Did I just hit a button? Oh, I think I did. Oh, I did. Hang on. Let me get this right. I'm so out of sorts. It's been so long. There we are. Hey, everybody. I'm Jim. This is More Sunshine, Please, the Tuesday night live stream. How are you? It's been a while. For the last 2 weeks, I've been absent. Thank you for being here today. The first week, we had family in town, so I thought, yeah, perfect opportunity to take some time off of the live streaming to enjoy a family visit. Then last week, I was all set to do a show, and a friend of the show, Rob Fuzz, alerted me to... I thought we'd hear the horns. Are we having sound effect problems again? Well, we'll see. Anyway, Rob Fuzz alerted me to an opportunity to see the new Spider-Man movie for free before it was released. One of those free previews that movie studios offer occasionally. Or I guess all the time, but only am I involved occasionally. So thank you, Rob, for letting us know about that. The deal was we could sign up for 2 free tickets. So the boy and I were all set to go to that show, which was about an hour away. It was in Tampa at a theater we've never been to. And it said, the instructions, it said right on there, make sure you get there early because it's kind of first come, first served. Just because you got these free tickets doesn't mean you're going to be able to get in. So we got there about 70 minutes before showtime. Showtime was 7 o'clock last Tuesday, which is my live stream time, which is why I wasn't here. So we got to the theater, and I took a selfie. There was a line, but it wasn't huge. But here is the line at the, what is the name of this place? The Citrus Park Mall or something. And there's the theater in the background, and those are all the people ahead of us in line. So, yeah, there were some, but I figure, oh, we're good. We got this. What they did was they allowed 10 people in at a time. I don't know why they did that. That's just what they did. So it's about 6:55, and there's still a line, but we're up near the front now. We are now 5th and 6th in line to get in. And there's a theater employee there that was with a radio, and he was getting word to let people in as they were ready for them. And as it turned out, theater was at capacity. It was only a 115-seat theater. And had we gotten there maybe 10 minutes sooner, we would have gotten in, but we didn't, which is okay. That's fine. I would have liked to have seen the movie. The boy did eventually. I think he saw it a couple days ago, and he said it was great. It has since been released to all theaters, seemingly. But so that's where I was last week, hoping to see a movie. Didn't. It's fine. But that was our plan, and it just didn't pan out that way. So I'm here now. So let's see who's here in the chat. Maybe my sounds will work. That works. All right. Today's gold medalist. And though he's not here, Paul Eichenlaub is today's gold medalist. Congratulations, Paul. Hopefully you're watching the replay. Silver medal goes to It's Joey's World. Congratulations. And seemingly the show's all about Rob Fuzz is our bronze medalist. Now it's working. Thanks for being here, everybody. Are you talking about my thumbnail for this live stream? More on that later. Yes. Samantha Lowe, welcome in. Francisco, hello to you. Happy Tuesday. Pepper Tree Villa is also here. Kathy Hollister, hi to you. Noah, great to see you. Mara Memphis, always a pleasure. And thank you for the thumbs up. Michelle the Quilter, hello to you and your family. Who else is here? Am I caught up already? Donna Jaworski Seasons, greetings. Thanks for being here. Cynthia, hi. Yes, if everybody, if you don't mind, click the thumbs up. I feel an obligation to say that as a live stream host. Thank you, Cynthia, for reminding me. And as we all do. All right. Hello, Mara. Yeah, I guess I said that already. All right. Here, going through everything. Going through. Ben is here. Pepper Tree Villa. Hello, Ben. Dreamer Deborah. Hello to you. Thanks for stopping by. Kay Wilby is also here. Have you tried the BLT sandwich Lay's potato chips? Yes. I don't have them here with me, but I think they're out now, and I think that's a return. They've been out before, and, but that didn't stop us from buying another bag. Yes, we've had them, and they're tasty. We like them a lot, so thank you. Yes. I do have a snack coming up in just a little bit. Oh, something just flashed. Mr. Fulton Raz, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Simba 2, hello. Happy Tuesday. Arjons, hi. Uh-oh. There. Now I can hear me. It's just my headset. I'm pretty sure it's just my headset. And hang on. It's touchy. I guess I'll just have to hear out of one ear. Did I say hello to Arjons? Hello, Richard. How are you? Okay. I think we've made it. All right. There we go. Bringing those up so they don't accidentally hit a key on my keyboard. I've got a new segment and a brand new intro for that segment. Do I have it ready? I think I do. I made it a while ago. I was all set to go with this for a while, with this segment. And then within the past week, I made a brand new intro for it. The new segment is called, I forget what I called it. I think it's called Neighborhood Wildlife. All right, so if you enjoyed the intro, I'm going to speak about that intro a little bit later. But You know, we're fortunate to have some great animals that live around us. And occasionally we'll see them in our yard or walking down the street or whatever. So I thought, well, hey, when I see these things, I'm going to record them and I'm going to show them because sometimes they're really cool. So this was a couple of weeks ago, and my wife was driving home, and she saw these guys walking down the street and recorded them. So I'm going to show you what she recorded. Now, growing up, I never saw birds like this, but they're I'll say common around here, and I'm talking about sandhill cranes. Now, growing up in Michigan, I don't believe I ever saw a crane. And then when we moved to Florida, we saw these giant birds. They were giant to us, walking around, flying. They're loud, but they're magnificent. And every time we see them, we get excited, even though we see them just about every other week. It depends. It depends if a new batch has started a family around us or whatever. And apparently, these guys have. Now, sandhill cranes are quite large, long legs, lean birds. I'll just show you. If you've never seen a sandhill crane, I'll just show you on this video here. Do I have it all set up? Here it is. All right. Can I play this? There they are. The one on the left appears to be full-sized adult. And quite often we'll see two adults and a varying sized little one with them. We see them often in groups of 3. And this appeared to be an adult and a teenager. This one we're looking at right here didn't appear to be as large as the adult, but man, are they cute when they're really tiny. Anyway, sandhill cranes, we see them quite often here in Florida, and that is today's neighborhood wildlife. I'm going to show you the intro again, and I'm just going to make it an outro. Okay, again, more on that intro because the way I created it is what I'm basing my top 15 list on today. So more on that later. Okay. Also, another thing I've had for weeks, seemingly, is something to eat for this show. So I don't remember exactly, but I think the last time I had a live stream, I had a brand new variety of Doritos. Tangy, spicy ketchup, ketchup, something like that, ketchup-flavored Doritos. And I knew of a mustard-flavored Dorito out there as well, but they weren't on the shelves. Well, I think maybe the day after my live stream, every place had the hot mustard-flavored Doritos. And my mom supplied these. Thank you, Mom. And I've Birdwell, welcome in. I've saved these for today. I'm going to crack them open and try them. I don't know. The ketchup ones were pretty good. Let's see what this is all about. If I didn't know any better, I'd say there was something horseradishy going on here. I'm not going to read the ingredients. Anyway, much like the ketchup ones, they're good. I enjoy these. there is when I smelled the bag, it wasn't a strong mustard smell. So I thought, well, whatever. But there is certainly some sort of mustard flavored seasoning all over these chips. And like I said, I can the hot part of the hot mustard seems to be some sort of. I'm getting a horseradish sensation here. I don't know if anybody else has had these, but unlike horseradish, this isn't clearing out my sinuses. And it's not terribly hot. I got a little sense of that. This is a perfect size. Like I could devour this bag right now. These are pretty good. I would say I like them maybe, although I like the ketchup ones, maybe I like these a little bit better. Hot mustard Doritos. Thanks, Mom. So there you go. Let's see. Okay, MSG. Yes, of course. Okay, rosemary extract. Fancy. I don't know what I'm looking for. Whatever. My mom also, I guess when she bought those, she also bought these. Adobados? I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Flavored Lay's potato chips. I don't know where she got these, but I've been waiting to try these too. It's sort of like a barbecue chip, but there's and they're not hot. I thought they'd be hot. It is a peppery flavor to these. I like these. I'm going to save those for later. Those are very good. Thank you, Mom, for today's snacks. If you're just joining us, I have not been paying attention to the chat, but welcome in. Thank you for being here. Simba2 asks, doesn't hot mustard have horseradish in it, though? Maybe some. I'm not a mustard expert. There is a mustard I get at Aldi, and it's called it's sweet and hot, and it might be hot and spicy or sweet and spicy. I don't know what they call it, but it might be my favorite mustard. And but that's not horseradishy. I don't know where the hot comes from. Maybe it's just some sort of pepper or whatever they throw into that mustard, or it's probably completely synthetic and whatever. I don't care. It's delicious, and I love it best on hot pretzels. Pardon me. Oh. Again, thank you everybody for being here. I'm very excited to show you what's coming up later in the show, but I'm also excited to play Chrono Photo with you right now. I just have to get it ready. All right. Removing the sandhill cranes. Okay. I had something prepared for later. I see what I need to do. Okay. Yes. No audio. Here we go. All right. If you're not familiar, this is a game where they show us 5 pictures, and we have to guess in which year each picture was taken, and the options are from the year 1900 to last year, 2022. So here we go. Let's make it a little bit bigger. What we're seeing is... hey. What's that? Oh. Absolutely. We have somebody that wants to try the snacks. I get it. All right. To me... this looks... well, first of all, is that German? And this doesn't look like it's from last year. This looks like That headband screams 80s to me. I'm thinking Loverboy. I'm thinking Olivia Newton-John. I'm thinking Jane Fonda. You see where I'm going with that. 80s, Germany, The Wall. Could this be 1989? That would be my guess. I want to see what you guys say. Dreamer Deborah says 84. The headband does scream early 80s. But if this is East Germany, they don't, I mean, whatever. I don't know where this is exactly. But PTV says, yes, that's German. Simba 2, yes, German. Thanks, everybody. PTV says 85. Noah says 87. Cynthia says 83. Donna says, yes, an 80s headband. 1986 from her. Ben asks the same question I do. Is this from the fall of the Berlin Wall? And that's what I'm guessing, 89. Sir Gary of the Beaches, welcome in. He was there in 84, and he says no. So that's a no, not 84. I'm guessing Keith, BDF is here. Welcome in, Keith, if I haven't said hi to you yet. Berlin Wall fell during Reagan's administration. In 88? Or right at the beginning of 89? I don't remember. But I'm guessing 89. That's what I'm going to go with. And the way we make our selection is with the slider here. So I'm going to go... Ben and I say 89. We hit submit. It was 1989. 1,000 points. Next round. All right. Okay. We have some automobiles to give us a hint. And if I knew automobiles better, I could probably further zero in on the year this picture was taken. 40s, I'm guessing. It's a color photograph. The movie house is showing The Return of the Vampire with Bela Lugosi, which is... I mean, he made Dracula in the 30s, but he made movies for a long time. Is this during the war, before the war, after the war? I don't really know. What else? I don't know. I'm gonna have to lean on the chat here. Is my dad here? Because he could probably help with the automobiles. He's pretty good at that. Let's see. Keith says 1945. Donna says 58. Cynthia says 54. Noah says 57. It's Joey's World says 43. Deborah 47. PTV says 43. Ben says 48. Sir Gary says somewhere in the south in the 50s. Arjan says 43. It's Joey's World. Somebody either knows or looked up. Return of the Vampire came out in 43. Okay. All right. Is this a new release? Let's do it. I like that idea. 1943. Let's go for that. We take our slider the other way and submit. 1944. Okay, so yes. That was a dollar show. I don't know. We have 924 points because we came so close. We didn't get the exact year, but we were pretty darn close. Let's move on to the next one. Oh boy. What am I looking at? Okay. This looks like a photoshopped picture, but perhaps this is this an airport? Is this near the airport? What am I? Okay. There's an ad for Epson. We are in Hong Kong. Okay. Kent cigarettes. There's another ad for Kent cigarettes. What else? I don't see smartphones. This could be the 90s. It could be the 2010s, early 2000s. What do you call that? I'll just say the early 2000s. What is that ad? It's not a great high-resolution picture. I can't zoom in too much without it going crazy distorted. Does this airline still exist? Cathay Pacific? Is that how you say that? I'm not sure. I'm thinking late 90s? I'm not sure. What do you guys say? Wonder how cheap the rent is there. No kidding. Cynthia says 1992. Donna, 96. Ben also says 92. Keith is worried about them tumbling off the bridge from the turbulence of the aircraft. Yeah. Movie Mania Nick, welcome in. Simatu says 2001. PTV says 1991. Nick says 93. Ben says Cathay Pacific is a well-respected airline. Huh. I learn something new every day. I've never flown them. Geez. How about... Oh, I went back too far. We had some 1992s, 93s in there. I'll go 92. I'll say 92. Because I don't really know. Survey says 98. I did say late 90s, but I said a bunch of stuff. I didn't really know. We earned 575 points from our guests on that one. Here is round number 4. This is an older picture of Las Vegas, and I have been in the Silver City Casino. I don't believe it exists any longer. But I was there. I don't remember the Morocco Motel or the Motel La Concha. Now, maybe there's more than one Silver City Casino also. Maybe this is not the Strip. Although, hang on. There's a sign that says Las Vegas. Okay, it's what I thought it was. How about these automobiles? I'm thinking 80s. Beyond that, I guess if you guys are going to be doing your Googling and find out when some of these establishments ceased being, that might be a help. I'm not saying you should do that or have to. I'm just saying you could. The Marquis says, "Holy cow!" Beauty salon, nothing. Nobody performing at the Morocco Motel. I don't know if there are any motels in Las Vegas anymore. Not on the Strip, anyway. It's been a while since I've been there. I don't really know. Any ads? Wait, maybe a license plate with a year on it? Nope. This isn't a great picture. Not a high resolution photograph. Was it the El Morocco Motel? I see an L above. Okay. Well, the cars look 80s to me, but I don't really know. Late 80s, perhaps. Although we've already had a late 80s photograph. Not that that matters. What do you guys say? Let me go back a little bit. I don't know where did this begin? I'm going to guess here. Cynthia says 70s. 67, says Donna. 77. Oh, Ben says 78. PTV, mid-80s. Look at those headlights. Yeah, exactly. Cynthia says 75. Keith says the main strip has 24 hours of lights. Simba 2 says 83. Kathy says 76. Arjon's 83. Now, the car might look early 80s, but when was it purchased and when, people held on to their cars longer then? Let's see. Nick says 82. 85, I see. 79, 77. Ryan, welcome in. I'm thinking 80s. I'm going to go mid-80s, right in the middle, 85. That's my guess. And submit. 93. Holy cow. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Last picture of this round. Or, I guess, last round of this game. Okay. I don't know who these gentlemen are. There's an ashtray on the table, but nobody's smoking. There is a picture on the wall. Does anybody recognize any of these guys? Because that could help. I was going to say early 20th century or the first half, but then I'm looking at this guy, and I know his hair's a bit longer. These two gentlemen, this tall guy, their hair is a bit longer, so I'm thinking, I don't know. I'm stumped. This one's tough. It is, if it were 70s, it would look, probably wouldn't be in black and white. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know where they are. I don't know who they are. This is a tough one. Is anybody? The one guy looks like John, but that's just a guess. Let's see. I got to go back further. D&G Explorers are here. Welcome in. All right. Did I go back far enough? All right. Let's see. All right, 59, 57, 56, I see. 46, 52, a lot of 50s. We're narrowing in on the 50s. Ben says 38, 63 from our Johns. Bill is here. Welcome in, Bill. When was this picture taken, Bill? Do you know? I don't know. You guys said, a lot of you said 50s. So I'll go early 50s. 52. I don't know. Probably way off. Here we go. 50. That was a great guess, everybody. Good job. I got to tell you, this might be our high score ever. No, we've gotten over 4,000 before, I think. 3,800's respectable. Thanks for playing, everybody. That was Chrono Photo. All right, let's take an intermission. And when we get back, I want to demonstrate Photoshop for you and a new feature. And I'm clapping. I'll stop. A new feature from Photoshop. And if you saw the thumbnail for this live stream, you know it's about AI, artificial intelligence. And Photoshop is using it now, or is kind of using it now. And there's a phone app I want to show you what it can do and all that. This will go back into my wildlife intro, and hopefully you'll find what I want to show you fascinating. So stick around. Here's the intermission. I'll be right back in 30 seconds.
When a lady's in the mood for refreshment, there's nothing like frosty, delicious ice cream. At your refreshment center, you'll find every kind and flavor of frozen treats. Refreshing, good as they can be. So if your lady's in the mood for refreshment, stop in and pick up some ice cream for her. There's nothing quite so good. And don't forget the big kids. Tasty ice cream for everybody at your refreshment center.
And we're back. All right. Yes, I don't have coffee today. It is currently 86 degrees in here. Not having coffee right now. I don't know if it's 86 in here, but okay. Let me start by saying this. A couple weeks ago, I downloaded an app, or no, maybe a week ago. I downloaded an app on my phone. It's a photography app called Photo Leap. I'm not. They're not sponsoring me. I'm not making. I'm not an affiliate. Making no money. I'm just telling you what I have and what it does. Photo Leap, if you're interested. It's a paid app, but there's a free 7-day trial, and after that, it's like $7 a month or whatever. I'm still on the free trial, so I guess less than 7 days ago I downloaded this. Anyway, it is it allows you to alter photographs, and it does so by using AI, artificial intelligence. And I feel I need to show you an example. I should have had this prepared. I do not. Let's see. All right. All right, I'll do this. I'll show you this. Here we go. The reason I downloaded it is because part of what I saw I could do is you could take a picture of a room in your house, and then there's a feature on the app that allows you to see what your room looks like decorated differently. And I wasn't sure how it would work or if it would work, but it did, and I'll show you an example. Okay. Sorry. All right, so this is a picture I took inside our house, and there's our front doors, television, there's a chair, door back there. There's some, there's a blanket on the floor. Anyway, one of the features on the app is you can make something, you can change the way your room looks. So here is one of the options it gave us. And I thought this was pretty darn cool. And what it does, it gives you a number of options. I believe this one was called Asian. They had other ones like Greek, underwater. There's one, I think it was called Bricks, where it makes it look like it's made out of Lego, but it didn't look so hot. So AI, while that looked really cool, not all of them did. We're still in the AI infancy. Now, a lot of people, raise concerns about AI, artificial intelligence, and how it could lead us down this slippery slope. And those concerns are valid. Like with that chat GPT or whatever it's called, people don't have to write anything anymore. You just type in a prompt and AI writes things for you. Other concerns are, I want to, not perjury. What's when you copy off of somebody else's work? You know what I'm talking about. I can only think of perjury right now. That's not it. Somebody let me know in the chat the word I'm trying to think of. Man. Anyway, that's a concern to do with AI. But this, plagiarism, thank you, Keith. Plagiarism. Why I couldn't think of that. Anyway, thanks, everybody. Everybody knew the word. That's a concern when messing with AI. Another AI-enabled photography thing, it was released about a week ago from Adobe, makers of Photoshop. And in their beta version of Photoshop, which I have, they released something called generative fill. And using AI, Photoshop can add to your picture. It can add elements to it, can change elements. It can remove elements of your picture. And if I can do this correctly, I'd like to show you that right now. Using, what is Cynthia saying? I saw recently lawyers cited law from AI technology. Judge found out the cases weren't real. This is what these are the concerns. But I'm just messing with photographs right now. And the way I did it, it's a lot of it's silly or whatever. I used Photoshop's generative fill to create my neighborhood wildlife intro. I'm going to play it again right now to refresh your memories, or if you're just joining us. I made an intro to my show. I took a photograph of myself. I was able to change what I was wearing. I was able to add animals to the picture, and I was able to make the picture larger, and AI created a background that was artificial. That's not where I was standing. So watch this one more time and take note that my clothes changed, the animals aren't really there, and when the picture zooms out, that's not real either. Here we go. Okay, so now I'm not a Photoshop guru by any stretch. So those animals, they look like they're phony, right? But you can make it so it looks more natural. And when using this feature on Photoshop, it gives you options. So you can choose a better one if it gives you that. Anyway, all right, so let me stop that. Let me present. Oh, darn it. I wanted to... Here we go. Let me call up Photoshop. And I have a picture loaded up there already. Is it there? Can you guys see that? Let me make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so I'll keep myself in the corner. This is a picture. You may recognize this in the queue for the Tower of Terror at Disney's Hollywood Studios. I just had this picture because it was something maybe you might recognize. And this is the whole picture. And what I want to do is extend it and let AI create more of the picture. So to do that, let me go to it. Here we go. First, I'm going to zoom out. And then I'm going to take the crop tool, and I'm going to actually add space around the picture. Now, this may look good. It may not. So here's my picture in the middle. Now I'm going to select the pictured area. There we go. And inverse my selection. So it's actually selecting the white area. And this is where it's going to create the fill. Down here in the middle of the screen. I'm going to put it up top here. It says Generative Fill. I'm going to click this, and then down here, I'll bring it back to the top because I can see it better up here. It says, describe what you'd like to generate, or feel free to leave this blank. Now, if I leave this blank, it's going to just add to the picture, so that's what I'm going to do right now. So I'm going to click Generate, and it's going to add to this picture. And sometimes it's awesome, sometimes it's, oh, that wasn't very good. It's hit or miss, but it gives you 3 different options. So hopefully you guys can see this. I'm monitoring it here. All right. What just happened? Why did that happen? Hang on. Do I have too much stuff going on my computer? Oh no, this isn't good. That's not what I wanted. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. That was off center and it didn't add to the picture. That didn't do anything. That didn't do at all what I told you it was going to do. We'll try it again. Like I said, hit or miss. All right, I don't know what's going on here, but maybe I didn't crop it very well. But you can see how it's adding. Let's see if I click this. Oh, this is horrible. Well, it did add over here on the right side. That looks pretty good. I feel like I've got too much going on my computer, and it's not working out very well. But you can kind of see how it might work. I've got examples coming up. That's the basis of my top 15 list. I'm going to stop sharing. Anyway, that's what you can do. I would show you more, but I have a feeling it's not going to cooperate. No, don't save that. Doug is a Photoshop super user. I have no doubt about that. Doug, download the beta version to get generative fill. Okay. Today's top 15 list are examples of things I've created using the Photo Leap app and Photoshop's generative fill to create AI-altered photographs that I made this week. So these are things I've made. If you Google this, you can see people they add a body to the Mona Lisa and stuff, and a lot of the times it's pretty cool. Again, hit or miss, so you might have to do it a couple of times, whatever. All right, the first thing I want to show you at number 15. That's not what I wanted at all. This is the last, I think. 15. All right, you know what? I'm just going to leave that up there. All right. So at number 15, I'm going to take you back to it's actually the thumbnail. The thumbnail I used for this live stream. This is the original picture, and this is what I was able to make with a couple of clicks. I added to it, so that's why I'm a bit smaller. I gave myself, I typed in cyber arm, and it gave me that glove. And then I wanted a hat, so I typed in pirate hat, and that was one of the options. That was actually the best one. It's not great. That's not a pirate hat I would ever wear if I were to be a pirate. And then I wanted something like the Borg from Star Trek Next Generation on my face, so I created that. So from this, I was able to create that, and I will be returning to that picture later. I'll be doing more things with it, and that was using Photoshop. Okay. My hair is so thick. It is thick. I'm fortunate to have a nice head of hair. All right, next, we're going to the Photo Leap app on my phone. As you may or may not know, my son is back from a semester in Valencia, Spain. Here's a picture of him in Valencia, Spain. My wife used this picture on Photo Leap to change the entire picture. I believe this is underwater. So everything in the picture will have some sort of underwater change to it. Here we go. There it is. I don't know what happened to him. But the towers behind him, that's kind of one of Valencia's big landmarks there. You could see what it did to the photograph. The original picture, and this is just a click. We didn't have to do anything to this photograph, anything special other than select some options on the app. So, yeah. All right, number 13, back to this picture. And what I did is I highlighted just my head, and then I inversed the selection. This is back to Photoshop. And so everything except my head will change, and I just typed in space. And this is one of the options. There it is. That looks pretty cool. Now, I didn't spend a lot of time circling my head here. You can still see the garage door behind my hair on the right side. You could see it's not a great mask or crop of the image, but for just putting a circle around my head, that's pretty good. That's fun. There's the original. And here is Space Jim. All right. There it is. That was number 13. Okay. Oh, I already showed you number 12. And that was the room. I feel I need to show you a different 12. I showed you the room where we changed it to Asian. Okay, so let me find a new one. Oh, here we go. Got it. There's one, and here's the other. Okay. Back to me. Okay, so this is number 12. Back to the app on the phone. And here's a picture that was taken of me today. And the reason I'm showing my arm is because on the app on the phone, you can mask a certain area to have a tattoo put on. So I masked my arm, and I was able to give myself this tattoo. And I think that looks pretty good for a phone app. Again, using AI, Photo Leap, and it gives you a number of preset. Like I could have a dragon or a flower or a Celtic symbol. Or what was another one? A tree, stuff like that. But I wanted the skull, and it gave me a number of skulls. You can keep refreshing to give you other ones, but this one looked pretty good. So yeah, PTV. Look at that farmer's tan. I'll tell you why I have that. I have it today is because I installed a weather station today, and I was outside a lot, so that's why I look homeless and with my arms getting a lot of sun. So yeah. All right, moving on. What is this? Number 11. Okay, months and months ago, I showed you a picture. I took a selfie. My son and I were in Tallahassee at a football game. And I took a selfie, and I wasn't paying attention to anything other than I wanted the suites behind us, and I wasn't paying attention to what was right in between us. Maybe you remember this. Remember this guy? I did not even pay attention to him when I was taking this picture. Well, in these apps and in Photoshop, generative fill, you can remove stuff. So I circled this guy, and one of the options, and then I in the text box I put remove person, and this is what it did. He is gone. Again, you can see around my shoulder and around his shoulder. Not a great. I could have done this right to my neck and face and shoulder, and you wouldn't see that, but it just shows you what AI is doing here. It looks like we've got a waiting room couch behind us now. Again, before, and I want to get rid of that guy after. Yes, so again, not perfect. I could have been more perfect with my outlining in that, but whatever. He does look like Uncle Fester. It was a funny picture. When I saw it on my phone, like, who is this guy? Had no idea when I took it. Oh. Okay, we are at number 10, I think. I don't know anymore. This is a picture of the auditorium at the school where I work. And this is up in the audio booth. And there are some students gathered. And I thought, what if I highlight the stage, like the top portion of the screen, and change what's on the stage, or change the stage entirely. So that's what I did using Photoshop, and here is the result. You know, not as funny as Uncle Fester, but you can see the difference here, and you can actually see the change in the carpeting. It didn't match the carpeting so well. It's darker where you could see where I outlined. That's exactly where I outlined it. And it kind of looks like a chapel almost, or I don't know what's going on. I don't know what it created. It's kind of like a podium, but not really. There are no more steps, so the handrail extends, but serves no purpose. Here is the original again. So you could see over off to the sides of the stage, there's a handrail because there are steps there. But what it gave me, and this was the best of the three that it gave me, a smaller stage, yeah, just something different. Anyway, they're going to get funnier. That one wasn't funny. All right, number 9. This is, I think the last time I did a show, or one of the last times I did a show, it's been about a month. I talked about the intro to my coffee break segment. And I explained, because you hear voices in it. And one of the voices is a lady that mentions Mrs. Olson. And Mrs. Olson was a character in a series of Folgers coffee commercials from the 60s all the way to the 90s, I think. Anyway, I believe the actress's name who played Mrs. Olson is Virginia Christine. And I showed you a picture of her. And this is what I showed you. I downloaded this from Google. That's Mrs. Olson enjoying a cup of coffee. But this was the entire picture. So I thought, wouldn't this be perfect to let Photoshop's generative fill do its thing? Let's see more of Mrs. Olson. So although I did a little bit on the bottom of the picture, so we'll be able to see the bottom of the cup of coffee. We see more to the sides. I tried to fill in this whole frame, and then we're going to see the top of her hair. And this wasn't bad. And this is what Photoshop gave me. Not bad, right? So often, if you were to Google images of people using this feature in Photoshop, and they're trying to add things to people, quite often, hands give the AI trouble. They'll give them like 6 or 7 fingers, or it'll just be a mound of one finger. You know what I mean? It's weird. But this was all right. This came out rather well. Again, the original picture and what AI created. And again, I had no more of the picture than just this. And this is what Photoshop did to the rest of the picture. I thought that was pretty neat. Rob Fuzz, welcome in. Hello. You'll watch the replay. Thank you. Ryan asks, she's from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, right? No. She was in a number of movies and television shows, but you are thinking of Nurse Ratched, I believe, and that's not the actress that played Nurse Ratched. I can't think of her name, but she won an Academy Award, didn't she? Don't remember her name. Movie Mania Nick, that's your cue. Who was that actress? Oh, well. Moving on. It's 8 o'clock, but we don't have to worry because I learned over my hiatus that Mouse Talk now does their show on Thursdays. So I don't know if there's anybody after me. Louise Fletcher. Thank you, PTV. Ben's on it, too. Thank you. Won an Academy Award for that performance. Oh. Okay. All the ice is melted out of my soda. All right. I thought the soda would be good with the hot mustard Doritos, and it was. Okay. Next, let's go back to the picture I used for the thumbnail for this show. And what I did was I circled myself, only myself, leaving the garage door behind me. And the text prompt I put into Photoshop was different person. So I thought, what is this gonna do? And this is what Photoshop came up with. Now, it looks almost like Pixar made it. It doesn't look as natural as my picture was, but not bad. I am completely gone. What's going on with his hair? I don't know what Photoshop was thinking. Now, when we speak of concerns of plagiarism and stuff, I don't know if this is a real person. I don't know if Photoshop created this person out of nothing, but this is a concern people have, where there are copyrighted images that might be used in some things that are generated with this feature. I just don't know. It is fun and scary, Ryan. Yes, it is. I don't. Whatever. The others weren't perfect. Like the garage door was morphed. But, yeah, that one made me laugh. Okay. I think we're at number 7. Let's go back to Walt Disney World. Here's a picture that was on my phone. I thought, well, people know this, and we're going to extend this picture. You may recognize this as an area of Liberty Square in the Magic Kingdom. This is to the right of Columbia Harbor House, and behind it, behind the buildings on the right side, is the Hall of Presidents. So if you don't know, if you couldn't tell where we were, that's where we are. So I'm standing kind of between these buildings, and the riverboat is behind me. You know what I mean? That's where I am. Okay. Or that's where I was when I took this picture. And I thought, well, let's see what Photoshop does extending this. Is it going to make it look of the time, or what is it going to do? It takes the information from the picture you give it and extends it. So extending this picture in Photoshop resulted in this. So again, this is not the Magic Kingdom anymore. And you can tell the buildings, like, I don't know what it was doing. It just put on the left there, it just put windows wherever it wanted on that wall. It's still kind of cool, and with some tweaking and maybe redoing it, I would have gotten better results. But of the 3 results that it gave me, this was the best looking one. I think the sky looks pretty good. It extended the sky as well. I'll show you the original picture again. So the sky looks great. And again, this is the entire picture, and everything you see here has been added by Photoshop AI. yeah, I just thought that was interesting. It extended the ground pretty seamlessly, although it maybe doesn't look like the ground in the Magic Kingdom, but that's all right. It's just something interesting to look at. I needed something for the show. All right, number 6. This one made me laugh too. Back to my thumbnail picture. And as you can tell, I hadn't shaved for many days. So I highlighted my facial hair, and I, in the text prompt, I said, no facial hair. And this is what I look like. Again, it's not perfect. I don't know why no facial hair gives me beaver teeth. And I'm not saying I'm the thinnest person in the world, but I think it took the shape of my beard and made it the shape of my face now. But again, there's this. There's this. And then there's this. But it's pretty good. I mean, it made me laugh, and that's a really close shave. Anyway. And jowls, yes. Keep the beard. I know. Control Z, Control Z. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. We're down to number 5. I've got to I only had room for that, so I've got to reload my pictures now. All right, so give me a moment here to do that. Talks among yourselves. Amongst yourselves? Among yourselves? Doesn't matter. All right, we're going to do that. There's, okay. All right, I got 2 down. All right. All right, there's 3. All right, there's 4. Am I missing one? It seems like I'm missing one. Well, I'll put this here. I did that. Oh, you know what? I can show you. Let me see. The original picture I took of my nature photo. Where is it? Oh, here we go. All right, these are. Oh no, that's not it. Sorry, that wasn't it at all. Where is it? No, that ain't it. All right, back to this. Oh, I found it. Okay. All right, so. Okay, this is good. This is good. All right. There's that. And then that. All right, so I think this gives me 5 now. All right, thank you for that. And I'll start with that. So let's go here. Number 5 is the original picture I took for the intro I made for my new wildlife segment. This is the original picture, and what I was able to do, and I did a lot more than what I'm about to show you. Here is what I was able to do. I was able to add animals, change my clothes, add a hat, and change my footwear. Here it is originally. And I did this piece by piece. At first, I just changed my shirt, and then my boots. I think the boots look pretty good. The hat, not so much, but it's funny. And my belt. Holy cow! That's not my belt. Anyway, but again, you can see the animals don't look perfect. Maybe the squirrel looks like it should be there, and maybe the armadillo. Maybe the tortoise, but you can tell those don't belong there. Anyway, so that was number 5. Number 4. A picture from when I went to Disneyland. This is on Main Street, USA. This is myself standing in front of this door, celebrating the Sherman Brothers. Just a picture of me with the door. And all I did was I highlighted my clothes, and I said, orange shirt. And it gave me a giraffe neck and an orange shirt. So that looks all right. I mean, it added to my neck, or made my shoulders lower. I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. But, yeah, I look thinner. I'll take it. All right. Number 3, let's go back to the picture I took at the movie that I didn't get to see. This is a selfie, and this is all of it. This is the entire picture. You can't even see my chin because I wanted to show the theater and the line that was in front of me. Well, I wanted to expand so you could see more of me, and without a prompt and just leaving the text blank, this is what it did for me. And I don't now, yeah, that doesn't exactly look like my body, but you can see where AI is trying to fashion a shirt out of something, and I don't know, like, what are these? What, is it yarn, or I don't know what's going on here, but as well as adding to me, it's adding to the people behind me. Like the guy in the Duff Brewery shirt, it added legs for this, or at least oh no, it didn't. Yeah, it did. It added legs. Again, the original picture. And then leaving the text box blank. And then I said, you know what? What if I type in bodybuilder? So that's what I did. So I'm going to stick with this picture and just tell everybody. Again, my chin wasn't in the photograph, so it had to add a chin. And yeah, I'm happy with this one. What are you going to do? It took weight of the people behind you. Yes. Arnold at the movies. Yes. All right. So where are we? Number 2. Okay. Back to the picture I used for my thumbnail. Here it is. I'm leaving myself alone. And so I'm changing the background. I'm changing the garage now. And I typed in the word Christmas just to see what it would do. And this is what it gave me. Look at that. Now, again, I didn't do a great job of, cropping myself out of the picture, but it kind of did it for me. That looks pretty good. That looks like I'm standing in front of a barn, or I don't know what that is. Now, the tree on the right, I don't know what's going on at the top of that tree. The other tree looks good on the left. My right. Your left. But the other tree, the tree on the right side, you're right. I don't know. It's like the star collapsed or melted or something. And then there's a group of hair coming out of the wall above my head there. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Again, here's the original. And here is Christmas. Now, I didn't stop there. I wanted to extend it to see if it created this Christmas scene. What would it do extending its own picture? So I just extended it a little bit, and it gave me this. It just kind of extended. Again, the tops of the trees don't look great, and it kind of cut off that hair ball that's on the wall. I don't know what's going on, but that was the result. Okay. We're down to our last one. Number 1 is a picture of the guys from Pepper Tree Villa. I didn't ask permission, but I hope they're okay with this. This is a picture I took with them at Disneyland. And the reason I'm using this is because it's got the castle in the background. Now, their castle, in my book, isn't big enough. So, of course, using Photoshop Generative Fill AI, I asked it to give this scene a large castle. So here's our new picture, and that's our new Disneyland castle. It doesn't look like it belongs, but that's it. That's Photoshop, and the app is called Photo Leap. Generative Fill is available on the beta version of Photoshop only, which is where they release some, I don't know if experimental is the right things, but some beta versions of some features. So it is 8:17. I'm not cutting into anybody, am I? Anyway, that's all I have for today. Here's something. You want to hear something funny? I'm not going to be here next week. I will not have a show next week. I will be out of town, but I hope to be back on the 20th. But I don't know for sure. But I will be out of town next week, so I don't know what you're going to do with yourselves next Tuesday, but I don't know. Get Photo Leap. Have some fun with it. Again, I'm not making any money off that, or they're not sponsoring me or whatever. It's just fun. It's just a fun thing. But yeah, that's that. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. If you popped into the chat and I was too busy showing off my art, I do apologize, but thank you for watching the show. And until next time, I hope to be back on June 20th, just in time for my birthday. I don't know what I was saying. I just wanted to get my birthday in there. June 24th. What? Who? Anyway, it's time to say goodnight. I will see you in 2 weeks, maybe. I'll let you know on YouTube. All right. Bye, everybody. Thanks for being here.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.